Running that shot clock under 5. Luka gonna step back again. Oh, by the way, he's pretty good at that.
It was a windshield wiper plus that time. Now it's Dončić. Lob. Oh, throw it down with one hand, big fella.
Last season, the Lakers were solid, but way too up and down, and every single win felt like a struggle. The whole squad basically depended on whether LeBron James could suit up or not, and when he wasn't there, everything fell apart. But this season, it's a different vibe completely. Just look at that possession with the shot clock under 5. Luka Dončić pulling up for another cold-blooded step-back 3 like it's nothing. He's been doing that non-stop, and trust me, this is not the old LeBron carrying everything Lakers team anymore. LeBron missed the first 14 games, and somehow the Lakers still went 10-4 without him. Now they're 13-4 overall, sitting in second place in the Western Conference, and Luka Dončić is out here playing at full MVP level while dropping historic stat lines like it's his daily routine. Austin Reaves is moving like a real all-star this season, and now that LeBron is back in the mix, the star power finally looks complete again. But the biggest shift? The new pieces. These offseason additions are affecting the game in ways last year's roster couldn't even dream of. If you haven't been watching closely, you need to start now, because this Lakers team is nothing like the version we saw before, and the rest of the NBA is about to learn that real quick. 17 games in, the Lakers have outperformed almost every reasonable expectation. They're 13-4, riding a 5-game winning streak, sitting as the number 2 seed out west, and looking like a team built for another strong regular season run. And the wildest part is, they're still nowhere near their ceiling yet. Here's where things get strange. The league-wide stats make their record look impossible. The Lakers are 15th in offensive rating, 14th in defensive rating, 26th in three-point percentage, 28th in turnover rate, 11th in rebound rate, 21st in assist rate, and 15th in point differential. On paper, they look like a completely average team, yet they have one of the best records in the entire NBA, even with LeBron missing 14 games and Luka sitting out some nights too. The real explanation is what they built during the offseason. While teams like the Rockets and Clippers were making big flashy moves and taking over the headlines, the Lakers stayed quiet and locked in. They spent the summer stacking the right kinds of players, not big names for the hype, but pieces that fit together like a clean machine. DeAndre Ayton, Marcus Smart, and Jake LaRavia, every single move had a purpose, and so far, each one has hit exactly how they hoped. Let's start with Marcus Smart. Him bouncing back after a couple tough injury-heavy seasons and instantly returning to elite defensive form has been one of the biggest surprises in Los Angeles. Smart started the season coming off the bench, but he's already carved out a real meaningful role. He's putting up 9.3 points, 2.9 assists, 2.3 rebounds, and 1.8 steals in 27.3 minutes per game. The shooting numbers are rough. 39.8% from the field and 24.2% from 3, but he's getting wide open looks playing next to Luka Dončić, LeBron James, and Austin Reaves, so those shots are gonna start dropping. The on-off numbers reveal what he really brings. When Smart is on the court, the Lakers offense stays about the same, but the defense jumps into elite territory instantly. He guards multiple positions, forces mistakes, blows up offensive sets, and brings a level of defensive leadership the team desperately needed, especially when LeBron was unavailable. Marcus Smart has become that spark the Lakers were missing, always talking, rotating, pushing guys into the right spots, and keeping the energy turned all the way up every night. His hustle and intensity have brought life back to a group that missed that edge for almost 4 straight years. The stats back it up too, with Smart grabbing nearly 2 steals per game, the second highest mark of his entire career. Even Luka Dončić couldn't stop giving him props, saying first of all, it's the energy on the defensive end. He does some things I've never seen in my life, like how he dives for the ball on everything else. When a superstar says that, you know the impact is real, and as strong as Smart has been, DeAndre Ayton might actually be the most impressive part of the Lakers' whole offseason move. People questioned him all summer, but he has answered every single doubt and more. Ayton hit the season full speed, thriving in every part of the game. He's averaging 15.5 points, 8.4 rebounds, 2.8 offensive boards, nearly 1 block, and 0.7 steals in 29.2 minutes per night while shooting a wild 69% from the field. That type of efficiency tells the whole story. He's getting easy finishes, dominating around the rim, and turning into the perfect role man for the Lakers stars. His scoring bump to 15.5 points per game is huge, and he's already posted 6 20-10 performances in just 15 games. Luka has always been at his best with a strong big man, and LeBron has been waiting years for a true center upgrade. Ayton checks both boxes perfectly. When he's off the floor, the Lakers just can't produce the same power inside, and the difference is obvious. Defensively, Ayton has been exactly what this team needed. A real paint enforcer every single night. He leads the team in blocks and gives the Lakers a strong presence that changes how opponents attack the rim. His energy has lifted the entire defense, and he's becoming one of the loudest voices on that end, directing traffic and pushing teammates to lock in. Ayton looks like he's in the middle of a full redemption run, flipping the narrative from how things ended with his old teams and proving he can anchor a contender as a winning center. The Lakers also picked up Jake LaRavia, and most people barely reacted when he signed, but he's been way better than anybody expected. LaRavia has played in all 17 games so far, 6 of them as a starter, and logs just over 26 minutes per night. He's averaging 9.9 points, 4.1 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 1.4 steals on 48.8% shooting from the field and 34% from 3. Solid numbers, but what makes him special are all the little things that don't show up on the stat sheet. He's a physical defender who reads plays fast and always puts himself in the right position. He runs the floor with real speed, finishing plays in transition off those signature look-ahead passes from Luka Dončić and Austin Reaves. And when the Lakers needed him to score, he stepped up big, dropping 27 points on the road against Minnesota and adding 25 more in a win over Miami. If LaRavia keeps this level of play going, the Lakers might have landed another sneaky, high-value steal without anyone noticing. But even with all these new pieces shining, the biggest reason the Lakers are sitting at 13-4 is Luka Dončić. His start to the season has completely shifted the direction of the franchise when the Lakers traded for Luka and immediately locked him into a long-term deal. They weren't just betting on a star, they were betting on a new era. The Lakers weren't planning for some far-off future. They were betting that their next all-time superstar had already walked through the door. And with the Lakers, the expectations are never small, because this franchise doesn't hang banners for solid seasons. It hangs banners for championships. Luka Dončić understood that the moment he touched down in Los Angeles, and to his credit, he didn't run from the pressure. He embraced it with full force. Over the summer, Luka got into the best shape of his life, showing up leaner, stronger, and completely locked in on leveling up his game in every way, and now he's playing exactly like that. Even after missing 3 games with a finger sprain and a leg contusion, Luka is putting up a career-best 35.2 points per game, putting himself right on track for a second scoring title in just 3 years. Add the 9.2 assists, 8.8 rebounds, and almost 2 steals per night, and he's reminding the entire league why he's one of the most complete offensive engines basketball has ever seen. But here's the wild part. He still isn't even hitting threes at his usual clip yet. Luka is only knocking down 33.3% from deep on 11 attempts a game, which makes everything else he's doing even scarier. These numbers look way too familiar to his 2023-24 season in Dallas, the same season he finished 3rd in MVP voting and led the Mavericks all the way to the NBA Finals. The difference now, he's doing this in Los Angeles on a team with real championship expectations. Luka Dončić is playing like a true front runner for his first MVP award, and the whole league can feel it. The biggest reason he's leading the NBA in scoring is his non-stop pressure at the rim. Luka is attacking with purpose every single night, ranking 4th in the league in points off drives, even though he's only 11th in total drives and 10th in field goal attempts off those drives. The efficiency is unbelievable. He's shooting 64.9% on drives, which is at least 6.9% higher than anyone else in the top 10 in attempts. Overall, Luka is hitting a career-high 61.4% on 2-pointers, 62% from 5 to 9 feet, 55% from 10 to 14 feet, and a ridiculous 83.8% within 5 feet of the rim. If he keeps this pace going all season, he's gonna lock up another scoring crown, and we all remember what happened the last time he led the league. His squad ended up in the NBA Finals. But Luka brings more than points. He controls the entire flow of a game like almost nobody else in the league. When he runs the offense, the whole floor moves to his rhythm. Defenders get dragged into his pace. The Lakers' pick and roll game becomes deadly. And even when teams trap him, Luka still finds ways to punish them with open looks for teammates and some of the craziest passes you'll see all season. He's averaging 9 assists per game, the highest mark of his career. The proof has been on full display all year. Just look at the recent showdown with the Clippers in the NBA. Luka exploded for a massive 43-point double-double with 13 assists, 9 rebounds, a steal, and a block in just 38 minutes. He had 24 in the first quarter, 32 by halftime, and finished 14 of 28 from the field with 7 threes. Number 77 was everywhere that night, reminding the league why he's locked in as one of the top players in the world right now. His defense has taken another jump too. He's creating turnovers at the best rate of his career and turning those plays into instant offense. Luka is averaging 2 steals per game at the moment, continuing the rise that took him from 1.4 steals in 2023, 24 to 1.8 last season, and now he's pushing it even higher. Maybe the most important part of all this is how quickly Luka Dončić settled into Los Angeles. It took him less than a year to get comfortable and start calling LA home. With 3 more years locked into his deal, his future in purple and gold is locked tight. And when Luka feels secure and happy, that's a dangerous mix for the rest of the league to deal with this season. But if anyone thinks the Lakers' success is only because of Luka, they're missing the full picture. Austin Reaves has turned into a legit star, a real threat who lifts the team in big moments and delivers high-level production every single night. He's putting together one of the wildest contract year performances we've seen, and even with a slow start from 3, Reaves is averaging 27.9 points, 5.7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 1.4 steals in 36.3 minutes per game on an elite 65.2% true shooting percentage. Those are all-star numbers: high-volume scoring, efficient playmaking, and strong all-around impact, all while playing next to Luka Dončić. And when both Luka and LeBron were out, Reaves showed everyone he could be the #1 option with no problem at all. In 3 games without the 2 superstars, he averaged 40 points and 10 assists while carrying the Lakers to 2 wins. That stretch included a career-high 51-piece against Sacramento, 41 in a tough loss to Portland, and a 28-point career-best 16-assist performance sealed with a smooth game-winning floater against Minnesota. Any questions about how he fits next to Luka are gone. He proved it. The chemistry between Luka and Reaves is real, and everyone can see it. Their duo has an offensive rating of 119.2 and a defensive rating of 106.8. Elite numbers that shut down any talk about defensive issues. The eye test and the analytics both say the same thing. These two can control a game on both sides of the floor. Just look at Reaves' career journey. He wasn't even drafted in 2021, yet he's climbed each season: 7.3 points as a rookie, then 13, 15.9, 20.2, and now he's putting up 27.9 exclamation mark. His assists, rebounds, steals, and free throw attempts have all climbed every year. Reaves isn't a feel-good underdog story anymore. He's become a real problem for the league, and he's playing like a man who isn't backing down from anyone. The Lakers are sitting at 2nd place in the Western Conference, and they did a big chunk of it without LeBron James. But the King finally made his long-awaited return against Utah. After missing the first 14 games with sciatica, he's already making a strong impact in just 3 appearances. In his first real competitive game back, LeBron slid right into the action, dropping 11 points and 12 assists in 30 minutes, giving the Lakers exactly what they were missing. And he's only gotten better since then. The big question before his return was whether he might disrupt a team that had leveled up without him, but instead he made them even tougher to guard. With LeBron back, the Lakers offense shifts into a whole new gear. The ball moves quicker, the spacing looks cleaner, and everything feels sharper, almost like switching to a new channel where everything is in high definition. Against the Clippers, the trio of Luka Dončić, LeBron James, and Austin Reaves had their best performance yet, with LeBron dropping 25 points, his highest total since returning, and showing he's right back where he belongs. Yes, the Lakers held it down without LeBron James, going 10-4, which is exactly what you want when your legend is entering the later stretch of his career. But the real goal isn't just surviving without him, it's reaching a whole different level with him, especially when you're trying to keep up with powerhouses like the Oklahoma City Thunder. And so far, that plan is working because the Lakers have planted themselves among the top squads in the Western Conference, holding the 3rd best record behind the Thunder and Pistons. wins. But even with this strong start, there's still a clear gap between the Lakers and the true elite teams. Most contenders dominate on one end of the floor, or sometimes both, but the Lakers are sitting right in the middle. They're not elite offensively or defensively, they're just solid. The offense ranks 15th and the defense ranks 14th, which is fine, but nowhere near championship level dominance. A big reason the offense hasn't exploded, even with all the wins, comes down to one major weakness: shooting. The Lakers' top 3 players in three-point attempts, Luka Dončić, Austin Reaves, and Marcus Smart, are combining to hit just 29.6% from deep. Luka and Reaves are both around 31%, way below their usual numbers, and only the Pacers, Mavericks, Trailblazers, and Grizzlies are shooting worse as a team. Right now, Louisiana sits dead last in made threes at just 10.9 per game. They're also 26th in attempts, which only makes the issue louder. And the wild part, even with that, the team is still 13-4, which shows how well they're executing in other areas. The good news is that this weakness actually means massive upside. Once their shooters start connecting, especially Luka, Reaves, and Smart, the Lakers offense could unlock a whole different gear, and their strengths already outweigh their flaws by a mile. Right now, the biggest weapon on the roster is the elite scoring duo of Luka and Reaves, something most teams simply can't match. They're the highest scoring duo in the entire NBA at 63.1 points per game, comfortably 10 points ahead of pairings like Kevin Durant and Alperen Sengun, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren. Add in DeAndre Ayton, who solved one of last year's biggest issues with his interior presence on both ends, and this roster suddenly looks stacked with pieces that actually fit together. Their success is coming from things that are sustainable, things that can carry deep into the season, which only raises the ceiling once the three-point shots finally start dropping. If they're this dangerous without reliable long-range shooting, imagine how high this team climbs when that part falls into place. Of course, there are still real questions on the table. Can LeBron fully embrace his new role as the wild card instead of the full-time floor general? Can the Lakers find the right upgrades on the trade market before the deadline hits? Can Luka and Reaves keep up this elite scoring pace all year long? If the answer to all of that is yes, then this Lakers squad has a serious chance at a title. This isn't just a hotter version of last season's team. This is a group that knows exactly who it is without LeBron and exactly what it becomes when he returns. Luka Dončić is playing at a full MVP level. Austin Reaves is making the superstar jump, and the supporting cast is more complete than anything the Lakers have had in years. This is not the same Los Angeles Lakers. This team is real, and the rest of the NBA better start waking up. So now I want to hear from you. How far do you honestly think the Lakers can go this season? Drop a like on the video, hit subscribe, and stay locked in because we've got a lot more coming your way. And hey, maybe check out one of the videos popping up on your screen right now.